In a world full of noise and endless distractions, where the city never sleeps and voices compete to be heard, one podcast dares to cut through the chaos. Welcome to the Oracle 19 podcast, where truth meets thought and bold ideas spark conversations that shape our urban world.
Welcome to a brand new podcast. And this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Mr. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to push your business on this platform, you can email us, the Oracle 19 Radio at the Oracle 19 at the Oracle19Radio.com, or the usual evolution of London at gmail.com. That's the same email if you want to make a donation, a free will offering to the Oracle 19. We definitely appreciate it as we keep expanding worldwide. Again, via PayPal, you can make a donation at evolutionoflondon at gmail.com, or email us. I thank you. We have different links to other affiliates, www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. We have a Patreon channel, which we have videos that's not posted on YouTube, digital artwork, and we do consulting services as well. www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is evolutionoflondon.com. We have a whole wide range of different products: men's, kids, ladies' clothes, perfume, cologne, house products, and much more. Over 10,000 products. evolutionoflondon.com. Also, evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G, for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. And finally, evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E, for custom sneakers, games, DVDs, DVDs, and clothing, much more. evolutionoflondon.store. Also, check us out on Rumble, rumble.com. Just type in the Oracle 19, and you can visit our internet website, www.theoracle19radio.com. A lot of programs on there as well. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars, from scented to unscented. Now, the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, eucalyptus, rose, just to name a few. If you want to get these luxury candles, very nice quality, over 35 plus burning hours, email the company Royalty 9 International at gmail.com. Yes, www.royalty9international.com, but they upgrading their website, so pardon me with that. But what you can do is check them out on Instagram and TikTok, Royalty 9 International. Again, any purchasing, Royalty9International at gmail.com if you want to place an order for these candles, very good quality. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to place or if you need consultation, you have an issue, you want to figure out a strategic way to lose weight, health and wellness, email him, health fitness consultant 1@gmail.com. That's health fitness consultant 1@gmail.com. DJ Panthro, he's an international DJ, and if you want to book for him to come to your venue, email him djpanthro519@gmail.com. If you want also video editing, same email, djpanthro519@gmail.com. Panthro, Panthro. You'll find him on Instagram and TikTok as well. The Real DJ Panthro. Again, that's the Real DJ Panthro on TikTok. Also, subscribe, and share to his YouTube channel, DJ Panthro519. There you will find also his website link for clothing and accessories. So definitely support his brand. Very good clothing and accessories. Again, DJ Panthro. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. We have a whole wide range of different beats. So once you go to his YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And continue to train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. I need your guys to continue checking that out. A lot of great material there. Like, subscribe, and share to the Greatness 19 channel, as well as Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. Like, subscribe, and share to Mr. Evolution of London on YouTube. Kenzo Gang for Afro Beats. Check out his album Discovery and his single Adora. He's on all major platforms: YouTube, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Music, just to name a few. And if you want to book for him to come to your venue, morekenzo@gmail.com. That's more, morekenzo@gmail.com. morekenzo@gmail.com. I need you guys to check out 876 Hair and Skincare. Their website, www.876hairjuice.com, for all your skincare and lotions, baby oils, all natural products. 100% all natural ingredients for all hair and skin types: braids, locks, twists, curly, coil, wavy, straight, fine hair, etc. Natural products, for example, their skincare with natural shea butter. Very good for if you need something for moisturizing your skin. I highly suggest this skincare, this company. Facials, body serums, lotions, baby oils for the babies, of course, and for adults. Their main location is Gibraltar Trade Center, 1712 Dundas Street, London, Ontario, for all of my Southwestern Ontario individuals in Canada. They have different locations throughout the city. You can find them on their products, braids and wigs for all of my Londoners, up like 7 Barbershop, 125 Clark Road. Again, I'm mentioning their products in different locations. They have their products in Toronto. I mean, they all over. The products is very good, and they ship worldwide. So again, www.876hairjuice.com. And again, you need to check out their products in order. They all over Southwest Ontario and very good quality. 876 Hair and Skincare. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for creators, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I have mentioned would be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, Rumble.com. Just type in the Oracle 19, and finally our website, www.theoracle19radio.com. Well, today's topic definitely will be interesting to y'all guys. But it must be said. The race, or I should say, the rise of white extremists. The rise of white extremists. And they are a race of white people, white men especially, that have a mindset of basically white nationalism. It's different factions of white extremism. And it's growing with what's going on today. They feel that you find, and I'm specifically saying in North America, because they all over in Europe as well, but specifically I'm focused on the United States and Canada. You have a lot of what they call active clubs. Active clubs are on the low. Clubs where white extremists practice fighting, self-defense, and also not only self-defense, but they feel when the racial war breaks out, they're ready to defend themselves. So you find these active clubs, and that's what they name. They're on the low. They fight in certain locations, in cities and neighborhood parks. They gather in groups. Maybe not maybe, but you'll find in MMA facilities a lot of white nationalists train, and they sprinkle throughout their different, they call it cells, different locations. They're small groups, but they are growing. They are growing. Now, I don't have a problem personally with these active groups, these white nationalists, in terms of them training. Okay? And this is just also a lesson for black people. You need to train as well. You need to train in the name of self-defense to protect yourself from these individuals. They training. Don't think for 1 minute you deal with a trained, let's say skinny, tattooed up white supremacist that's been fighting in the gym and training how to shoot. And you thinking you coming from the big city, you might have size and you just have your swag. I'm saying for black men particularly. And you could take on this skinny white kid tattooed up with a white supremacist ideology, and you think you could take him. You're going to get beat down, my friend. All you black men that just not training, out of shape. You better be ready. Not only for white supremacy, but for anybody. Particularly black people. Particularly. Black men specifically. Don't underestimate the situation. And you black women better be training too. And a lot of times you black women, especially involved with these so-called white supremacists, married to them, procreating with them. Oh yes, I mean, just because a white man or a white woman, this is a side note, just because he or she is dating you or married to you or procreate with you, that don't mean they do not have the white supremacist ideology. You black people is just a fetish to them. You just a fetish. You better act like you thinking just you have yourself a Chad or a Karen, and they won't call you the N-word in the breath of the eye. Look, you have a lot of these white supremacist groups. The KKK, Ku Klux Klan, historically a known white supremacist group. KKK, if you don't know, you're new to the game of life. A lot of you, not only black people, but in other races, you new to the game of life. So Google KKK, then your local city or town near you on the low. They could be your lawyer, your teacher, construction worker, your neighborhood worker at a grocery store. They'll hi with you. They smile with you. They'd be cordial with you. That don't mean they don't have the white supremacist ideology. That's nothing. You have the Patriot Front, a white nationalist group known for public demonstrations and propaganda. Patriot Front. Front. Patriot Front. You have them in the United States, but they sprinkle throughout Canada too. Make no mistake about it. East Coast, from East Coast to West Coast of Canada. For all my Canadians, you don't think it's just a U.S. thing? Google it. You have more and more white supremacist groups out here. Hell's Angels is all over North America, all over the world. The biker group, they have a white supremacist ideology. It's whites only. Whites only, white men are only allowed to join the group. And hey, listen, if that's their thing, that's their thing. I'm not looking to be a Hell's Angel anyway. That's dumb. I know quite a few just in talk about seeing, or I can't say hi, how you doing. That don't mean that they're very sociable. It's not like they aliens or something. I don't think, but they have their thinking. I have my thinking, and I know the rules of the game. I know I'm not wanting, nor am I interested. That's them. You have a lot of these biker groups that have white supremacist ideology. I know one particular I seen parading saying white power on his leg. It is what it is. No effect on me. He stay in his lane. I'm staying in my lane. I'm cool with that. No problem with that. You have the Proud Boys. Proud Boys, you heard of them, maybe. So-called far-right, male-only group with white nationalist ideologies. But they the KKK, Proud Boys. Oh, sorry, Patriot Front. Patriot Front, Proud Boys, they all have the same ideology. It's no different. Whites only. Whatever. They stay in their lane. Like I said, I stay in my lane. American identity movement. That's more European. But they have them sprinkled throughout North America as well. League of the South promotes white culture. National Socialist Movement, a neo-Nazi group in the United States and Canada. Aryan Nation, you heard of those? Oh, that group also. You know, skinheads. And you have others. In Canada, the Wolf Pack. I can't pronounce that French name, but they're in Quebec. Soldiers of Odin, Odin, founded in Finland, has chapters in Canada. Anti-immigrants. What do you think? When they're anti-immigrants, they don't talk about you, black people? You part of it. They feel it's their country. They are the first chosen. They got the Proud Boys of Canada. And they have other small little groups powwow together. Aryan Guard in Alberta. So for all my Canadians thinking nothing's happening in Canada. Nah, they got something for you. They got something for you. Don't underestimate the situation. They got something for you. So this active clubs, you can Google active clubs. So network of white supremacist street fighting groups is spread across the United States and other countries and growing faster. It's in Canada. I heard it's in a location in Hamilton, Ontario. They have that neighborhood park, Hamilton. And Hamilton, Ontario, been known for a lot of racist stuff. It's a lot of action, a lot of white action. I call it, from your mob to your biker groups. A lot of activities in Hamilton, Ontario. It's like in the southwestern part, like an hour away from Toronto, Canada. A lot of activities. Put it like that. Active clubs. You have, and they present themselves as brotherhoods or fitness clubs. But in reality, they push racist and fascist ideas, anti-Semitic ideas. This is what it is. But they have it under the umbrella of a fitness group. Fight clubs. And this is where they can push their propaganda. And they train. This is what it is. This is the world we live in. So all individuals say, oh, that's bad. And yeah, we know that. But what you doing? How you preparing for it? They doing what they have to do. They preparing for whatever. And they're using their ideologies. What you doing? How you preparing? That's my question for me to you. What you doing? While they training, you eating donuts. While they learning how to shoot, your trigger fingers changing the remote control to Housewives of Hollywood or Who's Sleeping with Who. That's what your trigger finger is doing. Is grabbing the refrigerator with your index finger and getting a Twinkie. That's what your index finger is doing. You're not doing no push-ups. You're doing grab-ups with food, stuffing in your stomach, you fat bastard. That's what you do. That's your training. You get up in the morning, you smoke a spliff. That's your training. You get up in the morning with a bottle of liquor, bottle of vodka. That's your morning training, right? You drunk bastard. You need something sugary in the morning. You need a coffee. You get your index fingers to grab the mug, the cup, to pour yourself some coffee. That's your exercise. You crackhead bastard. You nicotine bastard. You caffeine bastard. That's your training. While these guys is fighting and training for real, knuckle up to prepare for the race war or exterminating you blacks, Native Indians, and other sub-races because they don't like you. And they don't even like their other white tribe, the so-called Jews. They don't like them. So they worry about exterminating them, us, you, me, and they training for it. What you do? Complaining? I don't like it. So what? It's not stopping them. Because guess what? White supremacy, systematic white supremacy is everywhere. Starts with government. You thinking it's just locals? They're allowed to do it. Because local government, federal government, state government, provincial government, we're talking from US to Canada, are racist. Judges, lawyers. Believe me, I know about those guys. I be circle around quite a few lawyers. And I hear them. I see them on site. Police, other law enforcement. Racist. Is it all? Of course not. For a great deal of them. In power. High places. Movers and shakers. Bankers. Elitists. White supremacists. In suits and ties. Your teachers. Your local teachers. Your professors. People teaching your children. Racist. With a smile. You thinking Mrs. Anderson is a very nice teacher. She smiles every day. She looks at all the children and talks to them in a nice tone of voice and very, very nice and talks sweet and even hand candy to all the black children every day and sing songs with them and clap hands with them and always very talking with a nice tone. And say good morning to everybody and very respectful. But guess what? Mrs. Anderson, when she goes home, she has a Confederate flag. She got candles. She's a Satanist. A pervert, Satanist, racist. All wrapped up into one that listens to heavy metal. And a child molester. Pause. Mrs. Anderson, all of that wrapped up to one. But she looks so innocent. How can she be? Unbelievable. It's definitely not. But yes, she is all of that and then some. And hate black people with perfect hate. Believe me, there's a lot of Mrs. and Mr. Anderson sprinkled throughout this world. Just because they smile with you and they talk to you so friendly, people got two sides. Don't underestimate the situation. These people have perfect hate for you, black people and other races. And they are in power. They're your doctors, they're your nurses, your family physicians. Again, don't underestimate the situation. Don't underestimate these people. Don't underestimate the smile. They're very active. This is what it is. And especially when white people feel they losing their power. You have more people of color moving into North America, gaining positions in power. You have towns that was lily white in North America, and then you have an influx of Indians from India moving in like roaches. Now, no disrespect to the Indians from India. They're doing what they have to do. I have no problem with them. But this is the mindset of a white supremacist, and they moving in bundles. Black people from Africa, black people all over is moving into North America. You have Asians that is moving into North America by the bundles. This is the mindset of the white supremacists. This is their mindset. They cannot stand that. You have areas in the United States and Canada that was lily white, and now you have people of color that just push, all of a sudden push them out of the cities, and now they outside of the outskirts of the cities. Because you have an influx of people of color that moved in. And these white supremacists cannot stand that. In their mindset, they taking away all of our jobs. They taking away all of our land. They taking away of all our housing. These colored people. And it's not only referring to black. Yes, I know you white supremacists. I know how you think. I study y'all too. I've been around y'all too. I've been all up and down in the South. My roots is out there in the South. I know you. I know how you think. I know how you move. I'm not fooled by the smiles and the grins and want to offer me cupcakes, neighbor. I'm not fooled because I could look in your eyes. I could look in your spirit because you don't have a soul. I could look in your spirit and I could just see the demon in you. You can't fool me because I'm already on defense mode anyway. On the average white person, I'm already on defense mode. I'll wait for the BS to come out of their mouth anyway before I even start just partake into a simple conversation with them. We're not even talking about inviting you to my home. We're not even going that route. I'm just saying, just a simple conversation. I'm already peeping you. I'm already looking at you side eye without you even knowing it. Because I know how white supremacists goes. Like rattlesnakes. They could bite you now, a week later, a month later, a year later. But they will show themselves. And their agents as well. Because you got a lot of different races. There's agents. They're allies. of the white supremacists. And the white supremacists use these other races allies to preach their ideologies as well. I watch them too. They can't fool me. Little things they say. I give you an example. If you talk to a white supremacist, and let's say you're a black man, and you say you have, children, multiple children, you in just conversation, you talk about children and so forth. First thing in their mind is they thinking you got many different baby mamas. That certain things like that. Stereotypical. Well, because they have a perception of you black men anyway. Without logic. Because white supremacy is not about logic. We all know that. But these white supremacist ideologies, you could pick that up from these suspected white supremacists and their allies. This is one example of many examples I'm giving you, game black people. Yeah, these little things you got to pick up on before you just start friending, especially you black people. Love people and love to be loved. And you got to realize these white supremacist groups do not like you fundamentally. Outright, not even fundamentally, but outright, they don't like you. They don't want you around them. You just annoying to them. And I don't like white supremacists neither. But and the funny thing, if you in the South, they all over North. I'm gonna get to the North and South in a minute in the United States, but they are. You can have conversation. You can talk sports. You can talk about certain things, but it doesn't mean that they fundamentally like you. They do business with you. They doctors, they your lawyers, they other professionals. They do business with you. They're accountants. They'll do your taxes. It's money involved. They property managers. They real estate agents. They will do business with you for you to set up a business. Well, they don't mean they like you. You got to know what's happening, especially you black folks. Other races, you need to Google it as well. Don't be stuck on stupid as well. These white supremacists don't like you. They hate black people more, but there's levels to this. They don't like you Asian person neither, but there's levels to this. Number one is black. Number two is the so-called white Jews. And they don't like them because they are the money. And a lot of these suspected white supremacists are, your poor white trash for the most part. Middle class to the poor white trash. The bottom feeders. You have the rich elitists, they racist too, but they on a higher level. And to complicate this conversation, your elitists don't really care about the white trash and middle class too. The white middle class, you just pawns. They don't like you racist fire men and women, you racist police men and women. I'm talking about the white elitists. They don't really care about you. You just a pawn on the chessboard to practice your white supremacist ideologies on a physical level. The enforcers, I should say. The mouthpiece of the elitists. You are the pawns. Also, you got to know the game of life, people. The elitists the white racist elitists will get rid of its own if it means profit, gaining profit. Profit not only money, but profit in terms of business, getting a job done. They use the poor white supremacist middle class and trash to as pawns for business purposes to get a job done. The mouthpiece of the thinking of the white racist elitists. This is deep. I know this is beyond your pay rate of most of you individuals, but listen to the show again and again to soak this in. This is a game, the game of life. And hate crime will rise as these white supremacists is losing their power and they're seeing different races living in their neighborhood. So it's not 1940, 1950, 1920, 1980. So they have to obey certain laws. They just can't go and just smack a person like they used to. They could just walk up and smack a person off a GP. I don't like you. They can't do that because there's hate crime laws that you white people put in place. Because there's an uprising in mentality by black people. They knows they freeze. They're not slaves no more. They freeze peoples. So the mentality change. And then different white generations change too, to a certain degree, with the social media. Back in the 40s, 50s, you had more conservative ideologies, but now you got more of a hippie type of mentality in 2025 and on with the young white people. More, we call it liberal, but I don't trust liberal neither. And that comes with the next topic when you're talking about the North and South. Which is, in your opinion, the most racist areas in, and I talk about this in the United States, is the Southern whites or the Northern whites? What do you think? Is it the Southern whites or the Northern whites? It's the most racist. You will obviously say the Southern whites because you think about South Carolina, North Carolina, Arkansas, Texas. No, I beg to differ. See, in the South, the suspected white supremacists, they up front. And I like that. They tell you, we don't like you kind of people here. We's don't like you. They hold up their Confederate flag. They show you. They will obviously, in the deeper South you go, you'll see still in certain neighborhoods, the little black statues, dark-skinned black man with pink lips and a red suit. Oh yeah, I know about you, white people. I know how you get down. You have to take those statues down. You're so disappointed because it's a different era. You maybe could get arrested for that. But you're still in the deep South where population is only 4,000 people. There's towns that get down like that. Believe me, in the South and the Midwest, which I personally have no reason to go to anyway. Not even to visit, not even to sightsee. You wouldn't have me in Mississippi, example. Other than Biloxi, Mississippi, which is a tourist spot, I still wouldn't go to Biloxi. Forget the boat. I'd rather just go and take a boat ride in New York City in the dirty Hudson River than go to Biloxi, Mississippi, and deal with that faction of white folks out there that I might not even come back alive. But then, other than Biloxi, there's smaller cities, smaller towns in Mississippi that I wouldn't even step foot in. You got small towns in South Carolina that I wouldn't step in that town. North Carolina, West Virginia, Virginia, Arkansas. There's small little towns there, Nebraska, Kansas. Small little towns in Indiana. I was in Indiana a while back. I went to Indianapolis. It was a function. I had to go to Indianapolis many moons ago. And passing through these cities, these towns, I don't say cities, these towns, well, you got these redneck places where they turn around and look at you. Man, listen. They up front there. See, in the north, they smile at you. The most racist area is the northeast. Let me tell you something. Brooklyn is not nothing to play with, even to this day. You would say, what? You got places in Brooklyn, New York, yes. Bensonhurst. Now, Bensonhurst got a little mix of Indian and Asian over the course of years, so they watered down a little bit. Yeah, black folks, if you are from Brooklyn, you know better. You stay downtown Brooklyn. All my Brooklyn nights. You'll stay in your black section. Nowadays, it's really no black section nowadays because there's gentrification going on. But still, certain places, all of my New York, black people from New York, are you going to be hanging out in Bensonhurst or Bay Ridge? Brooklyn. I one time had a girl and I many moons ago, we went to Vermont skiing. I don't know what possessed me. I said, I told her, let's do something different. I didn't want to go to the Catskills because everybody goes to the Catskills. I didn't want to go to the Catskills. I wanted something different. So I said, I looked it up and I seen the ski resorts in Vermont. So I took this little shorty there, went to Vermont. Man, listen. The biggest mistake I ever did in my life. I never want to go to Vermont ever again, personally. Just that experience. I went to Vermont, went to the ski resort. I forgot the name because you know what? We wasn't even there so fast. We checked out early. Got there, what was it? Friday night. And we boogied out of there Saturday, the next bus. Like Saturday evening. Because we said we're not going to stay another night in this place. We was going to stay like a weekend, like a Friday, and leave like Monday morning. You know, we thought we heard the ski resort in Vermont, beautiful scenery and stuff. We looked it up. I looked it up, and I just booked it. I did it. It was really on me. She was down just for a road trip. We went there to the ski resort. I forgot the name because I would have to check it in my old folders and stuff. But we went there. We stepped foot in there at the hotel. Everybody in that, the patrons and customer service, they turned around and looked at us like we was roaches and stared at us. And I said, oh no, both of us felt it immediately. We like, oh no, this is not the joint. And then we booked it, so we here, so we had to book it. We already went through it, so we just said, okay, let's see if we can navigate through this. Went inside this hotel had a bar, a little lounge and stuff. We went in there because we wanted to get something to eat. Everybody looked at us. This was something like Twilight Zone stuff. We said, I remember my shorty said, nah, I'm not coming to this bar. I'm gonna stay in my room for the duration. She said, no, this is not the move. I'm scared. I'm scared. They looked at me like, number one, not only they put a KK symbol on me, but they will arm me at the same time. That's what she was saying to me. And I said, yeah, all right, cool, just stay. And it was a beautiful hotel too. She stayed in the room. She said, no, you just got to go and get something to eat and bring it back to the hotel. We can't stay in this lobby. This is not going to happen. We might not make it. And I agreed. I felt the energy. All right, I had to be a man. I had to go and hunt and gather and get the food. We didn't even leave the hotel because hotel foods is a little bit more pricier than going to the supermarket. We just scrapped supermarket. We scrapped even walking in the area. I didn't walk outside the area. We just stayed in the hotel. Literally, I just bite the bullet, and I just got enough food from the hotel and brought it into the room to carry over from Friday. It was Friday night to Saturday morning, and I think we got breakfast there Saturday morning, little snacks, and then we caught the next bus back to the city. That Saturday afternoon. We ain't even bother staying. We ain't even bother. We ain't even bother staying till the Monday morning. We checked out early. Because if both of us was on cue, was on code. We saying Klansmen could come. If we start hanging out, they say, oh, that's where they are. They are this room, they are that room. And next thing you know, they grab us and falsify some information. And then I get arrested and bad things can happen. It could just go left real fast. So nobody really knew what room we was at, only but the people that booked the hotel. Because we moved so fast. Friday night, Saturday morning, we stayed in the room. Well, she didn't come out. I just came out of the little rat hole we call room. It was beautiful. I'm just calling it rat hole. Until it was like 11 o'clock. I just got the breakfast for both of us and little snacks in between so we could take it with us on the bus. And that was it. That was it. Now, when we hopped on the bus, and that Greyhound bus was leaving Vermont, we breathe a sigh of relief. Never again. See, the liberals, they act like they're your friend and they will talk to you and stuff, but they just as racist. They sneaky racist. The ones in the South are just outright. I like outright. So, again, these white extremists is all over. And this is just something to be aware of and not be stuck on stupid. And prepare yourself mentally, physically, socially, everything. Just like they preparing. In the name of self-defense, you have to be prepared to defend yourself. They defending themselves, so why can't you? Because if anything pops off, you prepare to the best of your ability. Thank you for listening.